Hi there, it's Chris here with selfmadenewbie.com, and in this video we're going to go through the best home printers currently out there. Now, I've kept this list as comprehensive as possible, narrowing it down to my absolute favorite 5, so no matter what you're looking for, there'll definitely be something on this list for you. So before we jump in, drop a like, subscribe and hit the bell to be updated with new videos. Alright, so as usual, I'm going to skip the fluff and just jump right in. If you want to confirm what my recommendations are, you can go down in the description there and check out that list to ensure you get the best price. So the first one on my list is my recommendation for my personal favorite, and this is the Epson ET8500. So if you've ever had the itch to become the Picasso of the printing world, I've got the gadget just for you. Epson clearly went into their labs and thought, how do we help John Smith next door feel like he's running a photography studio right from his pajamas? Some of the features, well, the Epson EcoTank ET8500, it's like the younger, hipper sibling of the EcoTank ET8550, who's a bit of a show-off with its larger flatbed scanner and a wide format paper support. But honestly, how many of us are printing out life-size posters of our pet chinchilla? For the common human, the ET8500 has got you covered. It isn't just for the mundane office reports, it is a photo printer first. I mean, if you're only interested in printing documents, you might as well go back to the Stone Age. But there's no judgment here. There are some ancient scrolls, printers further down this list that will do the trick. In terms of quality, this machine spits out pages so sharp you might get a paper cut just looking at them. And the speed, 12 seconds to get that first page. That's faster than you deciding what show to binge next on Netflix. If you're printing longer documents, it pumps out 15 black or 10 colored pages a minute. And remember when I mentioned no cartridges? This is a super tank model. It's like having a camel store water, but instead it's ink. A full tank gets you thousands of prints, and the ink is cheaper than your late night snack runs. Got old photos? The scanner on this bad boy brings out every detail, every strand of hair, every awkward teenage pimple. It's nostalgia in HD. The only downside, there's no automatic feeder, so you'll have to play manual DJ with your documents a bit. So whether you're a budding photographer or just someone who wants the Mona Lisa on every birthday card, this printer I think has your back. The next one is my recommendation for the best upper mid-range option. This is the Epson EcoTank ET3850. So if you've ever wondered if there's a printer out there that's just like that Swiss Army knife you never use, multi-purpose, efficient, and not just for those highly artistic endeavors, we're looking at you, the ET8500. We'll say hello to the printer that's perfect for people with the get things done mantra, and who have a slight aversion to any DIY manual labor. So this is the Epson EcoTank ET3850. So if your jam is just document printing and the regular office hullabaloo, this is probably the printer of your dreams. Think of it as the casual Friday of printers, less formal but still very efficient. It's got that refillable ink tank thing going on, and trust me, your bank account will thank you. Speedy enough to produce 15 blank or 7 color pages per minute, and that's faster than your cat deciding it doesn't actually want to be let out. Photos come out looking pretty snazzy, but let's keep our expectations in check. This isn't a Hollywood glam team, it's more of just your go-to makeup kit. The connectivity, well, there's Wi-Fi, USB, Ethernet, and support for all of those who love your Apple AirPrint and Mopria print service. We're talking high quality, no-nonsense scans with a cherry on top and automatic feeder. So for those of you who break a sweat thinking about manual labor, rejoice. It does take time though, scanning 3 pages per minute. I'd say it's a good moment to practice mindfulness or, make a coffee. And if you're the I control everything from my phone kind, it's compatible with Epson's mobile app. So convenience at your fingertips, literally. So who's this for? Maybe the everyday user, the office champs, the ones who think photos are great but documents are where the real action is. The only flaw, the scanning speed, but hey, who hasn't wished for a few quiet moments to contemplate the universe? The next one is my recommendation for the best mid-range, and this is the Brother MFC J4335DW. So, ever heard of that proverbial middle child that's neither too fancy nor too plain? It just gets stuff done without causing much fuss. Enter the world of mid-range printing with the Brother MFC J4335DW. If printers went to high school, this one would be the honor roll student who's also sneakily good at karaoke. So it isn't here to compete with super tanks we talked about earlier. That would be like comparing a bicycle to a Lamborghini. Both get you from point A to point B, but just at different speeds and styles. For a cartridge-based printer, it's doing pretty darn well. It's like the tortoise in the fabled race, slow, steady, but dependable. Its color range might not rival a rainbow, but it's doing its best. It's that friend who claims to be on a diet but somehow knows all the best dessert places. Fast on the uptake, it takes a little time to initialize and will serve you 17 black or 15 color pages per minute. The scanner, up to 20 pages per minute. But here's the quirky part. It doesn't like doing flips, so you've got to manually scan double-sided sheets. I call it keeping things interactive. So who's this perfect for? Maybe the diligent worker bees, the jack of all trades, and those who want reliability without selling a kidney. The only catch is the manual double-sided scanning, but hey, it's a small price to pay for being a hands-on printer parent. The next one is my recommendation for the best budget option. This is the Brother MFC J1205W. So, saving the best for your wallet for last. Meet the printer that's more budget friendly than a 2-for-1 taco deal. If the last printer was the diligent middle child, this is the scrappy youngest. The Brother MFC J1205W, or as Walmart likes to nickname it, the J1215W. So let's be frank, this brother is for those with light to moderate print demands. Maybe you're printing the occasional tax document or perhaps a passive-aggressive note to your roommate about washing dishes. Wi-Fi, check. USB, check. Apple AirPrint and Mopria print service, double check. The scanner is decent but might occasionally miss out on your great aunt's cheek mole when digitizing old photos. No automatic feeding here. This printer enjoys a little manual attention, but then don't we all? It's got pace, but it's more of a leisurely stroll through the park than a marathon run, pushing out 9 black or 6 color pages per minute. If you're into turning pages manually when double printing, well, you're in for a treat. You'll get that old school library book flipping feel. Photos, detailed, yes, but not a fan of the vibrant colors. It's like that one time you tried to get your hair platinum blonde, but ended up with a shade just shy of sun-faded lemon. Still, it gets the job done with its page yields and wallet-friendly cartridge replacements. It's all about economical printing without breaking the bank. So in conclusion, this is best suited for the occasional printer who's budget conscious and anyone who enjoys a touch of manual interaction with their tech. It's like owning a vintage car. It won't win any speed races, but it sure does have character. And the next one is the recommendation for the best cheap home printer, and this is the Canon Pixma MG3620. So if you're pinching pennies tighter than a crab's claw on a sunburn, here's a printer that'll do the trick without making you feel like you're buying tech from the dark ages. The Canon Pixma MG3620 is an unexpected surprise. Think of it of like finding an extra fry at the bottom of the bag, but in printer form. It's designed for folks who print as often as they get a leap year birthday. While it provides crisp docs and vibrant photos, it's a bit, how should I say it, thirsty when it comes to ink. Yep, you'll be seeing those cartridges more often than your noisy neighbor. Now, while it might seem to run on grandpa time, taking its sweet time to get the job done, it won't leave you hanging entirely. Offering up 9 black or 3 color pages per minute, this printer isn't breaking any speed records, but it's still crossing the finish line. And in a fun plot twist, it does support automatic double-side printing, so no manual page flipping a la tarot card reading. Connectivity-wise, it's got the basics, USB, Wi-Fi, and even nods to the modern age with Apple AirPrint and Mopria print service. Oh, and it plays well with Canon's app too. The scanner, it's the kind that gives you detailed, a bit slightly faded scans, like reminiscing about that one summer fling from years ago. A bit fuzzy, but mostly clear. So this one is ideal for those who don't need to print every day, but want something reliable for when the moment strikes. It's like the backup singer of printers. Doesn't take the spotlight, but surely can hold a tune. Alright, so hopefully there's something on that list for you. I've tried to include some variety there to cater to whatever you're looking for. If you have any questions though, drop them down below. And if you found value in this video, it really helps if you drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.